In a world where game reviews are just plain shitty, three men will change the world of game reviews. This fall, Major Tesla,
Guy would not want to be carrying like 13 kinds of explosives.
Warbrain, and Ranger
Very
John
tons of dick jokes.
will have you at the edge of your seat with their action-packed review of
So we'll start with the story. So you're basically on an island. You know, it's supposed to be a nice paradisey island, tropical, whatever. And there's a zombie outbreak, of course. And everything goes to hell, and you're basically trying to survive for your life.
Yeah, so nothing special about the story at all. Just
No, something we've played 100 times by now already.
like, oh, you're somewhere. Now there's zombies.
No story, no reason why. Just zombies.
Zombies make the world go round now.
Unfortunately.
And so we'll get to the gameplay.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So it's mainly focused around your melee combat as usual. And this time around, I guess you could say the game's a lot like Left 4 Dead. And I guess the game's a mixture of a lot of games, it seems like,
All zombie games.
mixed together.
And Borderlands.
Well, it's like they took the Left 4 Dead formula and then just like added little annoying features to the game.
Yeah, it just makes it more difficult, and you don't want it too complicated. You just want to fight some damn zombies. Yeah, so basically the gameplay, you know, you got your classes you can choose, which is like your tank, assassin, a leader, and a jack of all trades. And they all have like weapons they're good with, and they each have like a power-up. And for some reason, one of the guys is good with guns, even though the game's focused around like melee combat, which that's very weird if you ask me.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
And the jack of all trades is good with something special. You'd think he'd be more balanced.
Yeah.
But he's good with
But-
throwing weapons.
yeah,
That
of
makes
all
no
things.
sense.
Yeah, if there's guns in the game, so who's going to really want to use throwing weapons anyway?
No.
I mean, yeah, they should have balanced him so he's like maybe not the best with everything, but he's pretty good with all of them.
Yeah. And just throwing weapons when you're fighting waves of zombies, you're just going to go pick up a gun instead of like a knife you could throw once and lose it because you're in like a damn jungle area, kind of. I'm pretty sure you're not going to find that after you throw it.
No.
And so basically what they did was they added like leveling up, and you know, you could, you know, like customize your weapons and add features to them, and you know, level up your weapons. And it's like stuff you really don't want to be worrying about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind
You
of
just want to kill zombies.
yeah.
it's kind of out of place. It's weird. I don't
And
know.
then on top of that, your weapons break down, and you gotta fix them. So then that really pisses you off.
I mean, it's one thing. Like it was fine in what was that other one in the mall?
Dead Rising.
Dead
Rising.
Rising. Yeah, it was fine in that because there was just so many weapons everywhere that you could pick
Yeah.
up. You don't have to really search for them. You know, you can use anything as a weapon. So I mean, it was fine when stuff eventually did break, but it took a while to break in the first place. So it really wasn't a big deal in that. But I don't know. It's just having to search around like luggage and stuff for weapons is
Yeah. And could you imagine you're
And
like...
it takes time to search the suitcases. You have to wait for the thing to pop open, and it like takes you out of the game.
yeah. So
yeah,
instead
and
of
like
you,
realistically, you would break that thing open way quick and grab whatever in there.
or
You're
you
fucking
would just
trying to
use the
survive for your
suitcase
life.
as a weapon.
Yeah. And it's just like, can you imagine you're sitting there, like 10 zombies are just coming at you. You're shooting at them and your freaking gun breaks down. What the hell are you gonna do? It just seems a little ridiculous.
My favorite thing about the combat, though, was you could target individual limbs, so you could like break the zombie's leg. It wouldn't come at you as fast.
So
Or
you could
break
just
the
like
zombie's
injure
arm.
them and then run
Yeah,
to
so-
go find more weapons.
Yeah, it's just really awesome to see, to hear like the bone crack when you hit the zombie.
Yeah.
Because usually, they're just like ragdolls, and you just kill them and they fall over.
So we'll talk a little bit about the graphics. In my opinion, they're just like okay.
Well,
They're nothing too great.
I mean, I thought they were pretty
felt-
good. Like the environments and just The graphics were pretty good. The characters kind of looked a little funky to me, but
Mm-hmm.
they look a little maybe leathery, just kind of weird skin on them or something.
Yeah, I thought everything wasn't just like touched up perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it
You know
did
what I
look
mean?
better than Left 4 Dead, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a game that's essentially trying to be Left 4 Dead, it doesn't. I don't think a little upgraded graphics is going to do a whole lot for it.
Well, I was so bored playing this game, doing all the lame side quests, but I would find myself thinking, at least it's pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just completely bored, so you at least have time to look at the scenery and stuff. But that shouldn't
Graphics
happen
can
in a
only
game.
get you so far, though. So, replay value-wise, I mean, the game does have your online co-op, so you could play with your friends. And for some reason, the box says that you could play, like, locally co-op, but there's nothing you could play locally right now. So I'm not quite sure.
Maybe when the arena comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they have this arena that's not even done yet, but it's weird that they would advertise on a box that there's, like, local co-op already.
Yeah.
Maybe they had like the box art done before they decided to cut that feature.
So they could
But-
have it as a...
Yeah.
So
Little-
Like,
cheap.
they were gonna do it, and then they cut it, but it was already on the box.
Look, you know how pissed you would be if you, like, purposely bought that game so you could play with someone, at,
Yeah.
like, your house, and then there's nothing.
I mean, it's
And it would have been a way better game if you could have done that.
Yeah. And then, so it's got, like, your online co-op, and it's just, like, it's a game you've already played, unless you've never played any zombie game. It's just, like, there's so many other games out there that are cheap right now that you could go get instead of this.
I would have rather played Borderlands, for the third time, or Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, and all those
Even
games
Dead
are,
Rising,
like,
the
$20
Dead
or
Rising
less.
2 co-op, even though it was like so broken, I would have had more fun playing that.
So, I mean, like, should you go run out and, like, spend $60 on this game right now? Probably not. I mean, unless, like, you have nothing else to play, like, with your buddies,
Which is unlikely since we had to review like 6 games.
yeah. There's like 80 games coming out in like the next couple weeks, so I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So, like, go ahead.
just like with how many games are coming out, you're going to be spending your money on so many other games. So
Yeah. You want to pick the
yeah.
best of the best
So I
out of
mean,
them.
you really don't even want to
Save
bother
your
with
money.
this one.
Definitely not. So, we'll talk about the achievements a little bit. What I saw from the list, it's a lot of, like, leveling up your character, or leveling up your weapons, or getting a certain amount of kills, or doing some stuff on co-op, Nothing really, like, interesting in the list, just, like,
Just your
stuff
standard,
that
yeah.
they just-
Your
yeah,
cookie
your
cutter
standard.
achievements that everybody uses.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
It's like most stuff you would just get playing normally. Nothing you gotta go out of your way or do something crazy to get done,
yeah. So it's just another game where achievements were an afterthought that they just kind of tacked on to the end. So they didn't actually plan what their game was going to be. Like they didn't plan the
weren't very
achievements ahead of
creative.
time. Yeah.
And I know the game has, like, collectibles, too, which that's unfortunate, because I'm tired of collectibles.
Unless they do something for you.
Yeah, which unlikely nowadays. Well, yeah, we'll wrap it up, I think. Not a whole lot of things we could talk about this game since it's been done multiple times.
Yeah. So if you've played
Well,
Left 4 Dead, you pretty much have the gist of what this game's about.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, we'll call it wraps. We got a couple reviews heading your way after this one. We got Rise of Nightmares, Disgaea 4, and Resistance 3. So keep an eye out, and hope you enjoy.